There we go, guys, and welcome if you are joining us tonight. What an interesting night it actually is. It has been 7 weeks since we started and it has flown by, and I'm sure there's an opinion from my co-host who's always with me, the Cowboy Scully Rebel. Scully, what's up?
All good, buddy. All good. Yeah, indeed. I mean, 7 weeks has flown by very quickly. We find ourselves spectating the last game for Division 1 tonight between Red and MRU, and I'm very excited about this game. Exciting times for Clan Wars.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I've got the table, the division table on there on the screen for the guys who are watching with us as well. And if you are joining and watching us, thank you very much for doing that. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, hit subscribe and the little bell to get some notifications. Leave us a like on the page and a comment if you want to. Obviously, all of these things help us, grow and expand the channel. If you want to see the tables for yourself, of course, you can find those on www.bfclanwars.net, and you will see the division tables there under Premium League once you click on the button there and then onto the table buttons. But there it is, the table. MRU at the moment on 9 points and Red on 7 points. So there's obviously 3 points hopefully up for grabs tonight. And the interesting thing, Scully, is that if Red take those 3 points, then they will actually end up at 10, meaning that they will end up in one position above MRU. So they will go into that Covenant, top 5 position that everybody is playing for. And on the other hand, if MRU, who is currently on 9 points, if they get the 3, they will actually knock DPS out of the 4th position and move into that. And the very interesting thing...
With 1 point.
Yeah, and the very interesting thing is that actually there will then only be a 1 point difference between the 3rd and the 4th position. So between MAD, who are on 13 points, and MRU on, if they take it, on 12. And of course, the opportunity is there for Red to move into that 5th position as well. So, super exciting, right?
Absolutely. Just general information about the league. I mean, I think everybody has enjoyed themselves. We got a lot of compliments so far with, from the guys who's participating about the organization and all of that around, the whole Clan Wars league. So we just want to thank each and every one of you that has participated in this, and obviously every clan that participates contributes to the success of Clan Wars.
Correct. And now, of course, I do want to mention tonight, I mean, I know the news was out earlier in the week already. I want to mention it tonight on the stream, and we'll probably talk about it on the recap show on the weekend as well, because we're going to talk a little bit about rewards and team rewards for the league and that sort of thing on the weekend. But guys, congratulations. A big congratulations to AOV with an absolutely unbeaten record. 7 games played, 7 games won, not a single loss, a flawless score of 21 points. And like I said, I know the news was earlier available in the week, but officially, congratulations to AOV, who is the Division 1 winners of the Season 1 Battlefield Clan Wars. What an achievement. So well done to those guys as well.
Absolutely. I think AOV has played a phenomenal game during this first league, and obviously the friendlies that they've played, they're also uncontested. Haven't lost a match since, and I'm sure that I'm not making a mistake here, since Battlefield 1 launched. They have not lost a match, even in the friendlies and so on. So well done to AOV on a flawless victory on that side with 21 points. And thanks guys, for you guys who participated in this. Rob wrote a little message there on Facebook this morning. It brought a tear to my eye. Gratitude from his side. No, it's only a joke, but well done, guys. I mean, you guys have played awesome. It's been a phenomenal first 7 weeks for us with Clan Wars. That's still in its infant stages, but we can see great things on the horizon.
Absolutely. And then, of course, there's not much in it between the other teams. I mean, there's literally that sorry, a little bit. The more LGD is on 18. So I mean that's the 3 points difference between AOV and LGD. So that's literally the one loss that LGD had against AOV. So also well played to that to those guys. And then of course there's not that much difference again in it between LGD and MAD as well. So you know, fairly closely positioned. I mean, after tonight you'll really see how close the tables are. Most teams have 1 or 2 points in it, and then obviously there's 1 or 2 teams that have 3 points in it, but extremely close. You know, so what a phenomenal division to watch throughout the last 7 weeks. I'm quickly having a look at the server for you guys, and it looks like there is only 1 red player short that they are waiting for, and then we will get started on this game. Hopefully I'll confirm start times for you as well. It looks like they might actually start playing with only 11 on the red side because the 1 player is not connecting. So let's just see.
IOD.
Yeah, let's just see what's going to happen there.
Yeah, look, LGD also played a good couple of games. They only lost 1 game, and that, as you mentioned, was against AOV. But all the other games that they played very well. You know, taking almost a flawless tournament there with 6 wins. Absolutely. 6 wins out of the 7 games, ending up on 18 points, and then MAD 13 points, DPS on 11. MRU currently on 9, Red on 7, OSB on 6.
Yeah.
Yeah. So exciting times, man. I'm telling you. I mean, I cannot believe that we had the last game for Division 1 already.
Absolutely. So just so you know, Scully, I've got confirmation that the guys will start on 6 minutes game time. So there's about a minute left before they will start. The first map, of course, being Prize the Tour, is the MRU map, and MRU will start on the E point, and then the next map that will be played is Suez, and of course Argon is the map for the week if it should go to a tiebreaker, which should be very interesting, and to be honest with these 2 teams, not unlikely.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I just want to make a comment here. I see that we've got a few guys here on the chat. I just want to say hi to everyone that's joined us on the chat. And if you would like to spectate somebody in first person, you can just let us know, and I'll convey the message there to Yaku. He's going to be our pro cameraman. But just to answer Tom Blake's question, yeah, he says, what's happening next season? That we are still in discussion, but we're going to open the registrations next week for season 2, and when we do that, we'll give you a bit more information about that, Tom.
Yep. So it looks like they have spawned in, and I'm driving here with Flash, who's in the car. He's just jumped out. Very smart move of the guys there from Red, grabbing the car to get to the Delta point very quickly. Of course, they are playing the night map, which. You know, I always, in the beginning when we put it onto the Clan Wars map selection, I didn't think there was going to be that much interest in it. But indeed, the guys have come along and they have decided to play a couple of night maps. I see there's already some action happening over here on the Charlie map. And the MRU guys have taken that. So MRU playing in red and currently controlling the Bravo and Charlie flag. And Red playing in blue. And they are controlling the Delta flag at the moment, having a bit of a push here on the Charlie flag from the Red guys. And I think they might actually contest this flag back. So some good work there by Ginger Ninja and O-Flash. Ginger Ninja just got taken out. O-Flash still there protecting the flag. There is some Red guys, some MRU guys pushing in. Actually well, there was one and he was a good spawn point. And there's now a whole host of guys pushing in here on the Charlie flag. Guys, from the people watching the stream, I would love to know predictions between these 2 teams for tonight, because they are very, very well matched.
Yeah, I'm just trying to. I'm looking at a comment here. It seems. Do we have? What is the Psycho Stripper? Psycho Stripper.
Psycho Ripper.
Psycho Ripper.
Let's see.
Yeah, they would like to spectate Psycho there.
Let's see.
Masias just joined the stream. Welcome, buddy.
Let's see if we can see Psycho Ripper. I think he's contesting here, probably on the Bravo or the Charlie point. Guys, I will go into him if I manage to find him. And let's just have a look here. So MRU at the moment holding the Charlie and the Bravo flag. Red are pushing in, or they will be pushing into the Charlie flag. Obviously they're holding the Delta flag, so coming from that side. And we've got Mr. White in his tank, who's making it very, very difficult for the red guys to push in through that little alleyway towards the Charlie flag.
Yeah, if you've got a chance there, just to have a look there at Lynch 123 as well there. That's principal that requested that one, Yaku, if you get a chance.
All right.
But looking at the Delta flag, I see that we've only got a few red guys here protecting the Delta flag. There's no danger from MRU coming in this direction, but obviously MRU has got the Charlie and Bravo flags at this point in time. I'm just trying to see what the game plan is for red here, to see which flag they're going to try and attack.
I am running,
and by the looks of it,
I am running here, sorry, with Psycho Ripper. So we do have him in first person view, and we'll look for Leech if we go along.
Yeah, I see Red decided to see if they can make a move here on Charlie, but MRU is also is flanking them from behind. I don't think that they're seeing these guys at the back here.
No, and I've actually got Psycho Ripper here doing some flanking, and he's going to take care of a player over there, but I think he might be taken out. There's a couple of red guys around this Charlie point. We're going to see how quickly he can move.
Delta on this side is still safe. There's no players on this side. We only have one red player that's patrolling the perimeter to make sure that there's no MRU players coming into his zone.
Yeah. So a good job there by MRU securing the Charlie point. The red guys, I do think on this map they have it a little bit difficult pushing from Delta, because there's really only two ways, well actually three ways into this Charlie point, but all three of them are through a corridor route. The only route that's not through a corridor route is very, very open, so it's a little bit difficult. But the red guys fighting off a couple of the MRU guys here. Private Point trying to defend from MRU perspective with King, looks like King Host, and Josh has just spawned on him together with Psycho Ripper, so the numbers are here for MRU, and this looks really like the only contested flag at the moment. I haven't seen a lot of things going on at Bravo and Delta.
Correct, yeah. I think the center point is going to be the focus here tonight on Charlie flag. See some of the red guys try to come in and attack the Charlie flag, but unfortunately there's no one left. Only one red player. Who's this? It looks like Gash that moved in here from the left hand side, but there's some spotting flares on him. I'm sure that they're going to see him. Let's just see if he's going to make it on that side.
Oh. And the MRU guys really protecting these corridors very, very well.
Psycho Ripper doing a good job there. Sorry, buddy. Psycho Ripper just doing a good job there of that flanking player.
I think that on this map there's a potential to actually play in the buildings a little bit, especially on this point. It gives you an advantage to take out some players, within that center court area before you try and sort of push into it. But it's quite difficult when you're up in the buildings as well, because the guys tend to rocket gun the buildings, and it's not a lot of place to hide.
Yeah, look, it does give you some sort of protection, but you can't stay in there forever. You have to move around and make sure that you cover all the corners and so on in order to check if there's some of the players that try to flank you.
Correct.
So currently I see that most of the MRU guys are pushing back from Bravo, heading into Charlie, but you've also got some of the red players here, Durban Wolf, moving in from the left-hand side of Bravo, pushing in on that flag.
Correct. So I'm running here with Fluffy Panda. Interesting name.
Fluffy. Fluffy, fluffy bunny.
And
Fluffy like a bunny.
Fluffy is of course from the red team, and I think he has he's wanting to push towards that C flag, but I think he's waiting for some backup as well. If I just move out here to a third person view, you can see he's alone. He doesn't have a lot of guys with him, but luckily here Does Winkle came in from the side and there was some support there. Does is a little bit alone at the moment as well. There is some MRU numbers, Private Coin, Jade's there, Alpha Dudes there, Mr. White's there as well. Does Winkle doing a very smart thing here, hanging back a little bit, waiting for some possible reinforcements to spawn on him. Leech is on the other side from red. So let me try and run with Leech in first person while we have him here. Oh, and Leech got taken out unfortunately there by Psycho Ripper. But we've got a couple of the red guys here on C trying to cap this point. And Bravo, yes, is being capped as well.
Yeah, Bravo's going down, but we do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the MRU guys coming in to defend it. Only 2 of the red guys left. Some good work here by Ginger Ninja, you know, taking out about 3 of those MRU guys.
So I'm leaving the Bravo point for the moment because I think that's being taken back by MRU, and there's still a lot of action happening on the Bravo point. Some guys being taken out, Private Coin just taken out by Ginger Ninja.
I just saw one of these players again here with the weird names, Duncan Fawner.
Oh yes.
Duncan Fawner, yeah. He's playing for MRU, obviously a fucking donor in reverse gear or dyslexic Sanskrit that he used there.
Scully, if you have a look here at the Bravo point, it is just the entire red team has just decided that they will not lose the Bravo point, and they've all pushed into here, and it literally looks like a bunch of blue dots.
But now look at this. You've got fucking Donor sitting in a corner here.
Yeah.
But he's actually at the top here on the first floor, and there's a flare. I can see the flare, and the guys are running around. But alright, so there's the flares out. Oh, they just saw him now. Oh yeah, but there was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of the red guys running around in circles without spotting fucking Donor or Donor Fokker or something like that.
It is reverse gear, right?
yeah, no, but it makes it difficult, especially for a guy who's dyslexic, because I mean, we read from left to right sometimes. Well, I do anyway.
Yeah.
So it doesn't help him to try and disguise the name, because on my side it's going to be mirror flipped, and I'm going to say it the way that it is. So just apology to the sensitive guys on the stream, but things like this do happen. Slip-ups like this do happen.
So we have red from the Bravo side trying to still push into this Charlie flag. We've got a couple of the MRU guys really protecting those alleyways really well. Mr. White in his tank is obviously causing a problem from the one side. He is being hit hard by a couple of the red guys. I've got Ginger Ninja here, Fluffy Panda, O Flash. All of them are trying to push into the Charlie point from the opposite side. So
yeah, and I see on the Bravo flag here we've got Lynch in his tank being repaired here by or assisted by Durban Wolf, doing a good job there. But those MRU guys are putting in some serious work on this tank of Lynch. I don't know how long this thing is going to last, but Durban Wolf is trying to, you know, fix the tank there. It seems like he's on repair duty for the night.
And I see also Gasha also looks like he's a second repairman there. So 2 mechanics on the tank.
2 of them. 2 mechanics on the roll there, doing a good job, because that thing was actually on fire. I don't know if you noticed that.
Yeah, I saw that.
It would have been a matter of a rocket gun or 2 and it was out, but obviously they managed to save it.
Yeah.
And you know, using a tank in a game like this, you know, helps a lot, especially if you can push through the defenses and get to the, maybe push to Charlie flag and let the rest of the teammates spawn inside the tank. Yeah. You know, to get to the flag quickly. But the blue team will definitely have to do something there, because if you look at the score, it's on 226 for versus 315. So we've got like a 90-point difference, almost a 100-point difference there.
Yeah,
so 90 something.
So Red has just recapped the Bravo flag. I see the Delta flag is actually being contested at the moment. So obviously we had in the meantime a Red or a guy from the Red team or two maybe flanking around, and it looks like there's actually a couple of Red guys over there. Trigger Happy's there, Satomini is there. It looks like Snuggle Sheaf. That's also a difficult name. And they are all trying to contest the Delta flag here. It will be a little bit difficult for them because this point is very close to the MRU spawn point. So there's going to be some MRU guys arriving.
Definitely. I mean, MRU is only a few meters away from this Delta flag, but then again they have to make their way from Alpha, from the far left side of Alpha in order to get there.
Yeah.
Let me just zoom down here quickly and see if I can see some of those players there.
And MRU indeed capping the Delta flag then again. So currently MRU holding Delta and Charlie. Charlie is being contested. There's a couple of Red guys on there doing some good work. Mr. White is doing some good defending from MRU perspective. But I think Red has the number advantage at the moment unless there's MRU reinforcements coming in, which there are. Durban Wolf alive here still. Fighting back, doing a good job there, taking out a player. And now doing some hiding, hoping for some reinforcements because MRU are streaming into this Charlie point now. They don't want to lose this point. And at the same time, it looks like MRU are also fighting quite heavily here over at the Bravo point, trying to cap that as well. And we could see a full cap happening here.
That's exactly what's happening there. Look at that, the B flag is going down. And it's only a matter of time. We're like on 15% to go, 10, 9, there we go. Yeah, there we have a domination lockdown. What's happening at E? Someone is capping E. They're not allowed to take that flag. See, it's just with Mr. White that ran past the flag. I almost got concerned there.
Yeah.
Because I mean, if they cap that flag, even if they have a domination like they do now, they will lose the map.
Correct. So they did have domination there for a little bit. I see the D flag is being contested. I wanted to run here with Divi, but I'm going to go out of that view and head over to the Delta flag so we can see what's happening there.
See, the majority of the Red guys are sitting here capping Delta, and but you have this inpour of the MRU guys coming from the Charlie flag, obviously covering all the exits on that side, so they're going to have to fight their way up to the Charlie flag as soon as they leave Delta.
Correct. So I'm running in first person here with Das Winkel, who's
Das Wilken.
Das Wilken, who's trying to protect the Delta flag from being recapped by MRU. MRU at the moment on 412 and Red on 280 at the moment. And to be honest with you, say again, Scully.
Now, I just wanted to talk a little bit about Das Wilken. Wasn't he one of the players that we highlighted in some of the videos we did early last year?
Absolutely. Das Wilken, if I recall, was the medic guy, the medic bro, if I remember.
Oh, medic bro. That's correct. Yeah, I remember that name. So, what is he playing as tonight?
At the moment, he's running as an assault with the old favorite, the Regal. So he's got that out.
Oh yeah. I think it's time that we do a little video like that again, maybe. Yaku, what do you think? Maybe we should find out from the community. But don't ask Rob because he's just going to say no. Don't ask Rob's opinion on that. We know he's very sensitive when it comes to stuff like that.
Guys, from a community perspective, if you are watching the video and you don't know what videos we are referring to, we will post a link in the video below as well. We did some videos last year where we highlighted some players and specific skills that they had. And if there's some ideas around us doing some of those videos again, I mean, you know, let us have it. Give us a comment on the stream. Let us know what you think, and we can always look at redoing some of that work. We might use some other measurements, if you like, Scully, than what we used the previous time.
Yeah, some different variables, because it'll be quite interesting to see the guys that we highlighted, you know, in the beginning of last year in those videos, what their position are currently.
Yes.
You know, with the game almost 45 or 3/4 of the way through its initial launch lifespan before the new Battlefield drops. You know, it'll be interesting to see where these guys are placed that were highlighted in the beginning, and if they manage to keep their positions and or drop down.
Correct. So, I mean, we are coming up towards the end of this particular map. At the moment, MRU on 471, Red on 330. I don't think Red has time to pull this back, to be honest, because MRU are taking back Red are taking back the Bravo flag and holding the Delta flag, so they are definitely trying to close the gap. MRU still holding the Charlie flag. And if they can, if MRU can manage to either take back Delta or Bravo, then they still have that opportunity. I mean, less than 20 tickets in it until the end for them. However, if Red can manage to still pull off a domination here, you know, dominating across all three flags, then that ticket count can close. But I don't think Red has enough time to do it at the moment.
Yeah, I think it's a bit of a tight one at the moment. I mean, there's only like 10 tickets to go for the Red team, and well, it's MRU actually, but they are playing in Red.
Yes. Again, one of those confusing situations where we have the Red playing in blue.
Yeah. Exactly. Let me just have a look at the stream here. Some of the comments, guys are talking about the DLC. DLC weapons and so on, making a bit of fun there on that. Yeah, I don't know. It'll be a good thing if we can add the DLC, but the pity that not everybody's got it. So, you know, from what we can gather, you know, videos from some of the guys overseas, recent videos that they made, is they made suggestions to DICE in order, you know, to take away the DLC thing, just like they've done with Battlefront, but obviously Battlefront turned out to be not such a good success, I think, as they anticipate, with microtransactions and all of that. So I really hope that we see DLCs included into the base map, because I mean, can you imagine the rotation that you can have with something like that? Instead of having 4 to 6 maps, you can have, you know, maybe 16 maps rotation, which will be awesome.
Correct.
And but another no-no will obviously be the microtransactions, but we do understand they're in it for the money and the love of the game. Let me just add that, because I mean, ultimately it is a business, but they should just find more creative ways, I think, to try and monetize the thing. But definitely looking forward to that one, Yaku. I think that's in October.
Yeah, that's the anticipated date at the moment, guys. If you look at the screen there, of course, the halftime score being 1 to MRU, 0 to Red. I did have the end scores up there for a bit. I think some good call-out scores is on Leech, 26 for 12, and I saw Psycho Ripper there for 39 and 17. A couple of good other scores as well. If you look at the kill-death ratios, the teams are very, very evenly matched. Of course, at the end, MRU taking that map, and we'll be going to Suez next. Just want to check what the switch out looks like. It looks like there was a player that was dropped during the loading screen, so we'll just wait for that player to book back in. 12 players on the Red side, 11 for MRU. So we'll just give them a couple of seconds there. But yes, Scully, I mean, I totally agree with you. I think they've got to find a way around, you know, not only the DLCs, DLC weapons, but probably also around the DLC map usage and exactly how they implement that sort of thing. Because what you notice with Battlefield games specifically, and which is also the reason why we have to be so particular about which maps we can actually enter into the league, is that what ends up happening is that everybody buys premium, but then, there's a couple of favorite maps, and sort of a year and a half down the line, it's very much those favorites that are being played.
Yeah, exactly.
So that sort of thing also happens quite a lot. Guys, if you look at the Suez map over here, obviously the 3 points that are being contested on this map tonight will be the B, C and D points, and if I just highlight those for you there, so that is the D, C and B points that are sort of over here. You can see that there's quite a long running distance from where the guys will spawn on the A side towards the first point on B, and where the guys will spawn on from the E side, it's very much a similar running distance towards D. So the problem that you have on this particular map is that if you lose either the B or the D point and you're running from your spawn point to get those, there's quite a long time that normally passes between when you can get that flag back, right? So
yeah, definitely. I mean, the guys are going to have to move quickly to move on those flags. And just looking at the stream, Jaco, looking at the chat, I see that I see the device of which we do not speak is being mentioned.
Oh really? It's like it's like Harry Potter, right? He who we do not mention, or something like that. I think is the movie is how the movie goes.
Correct. Yeah. Yes, that's such to be honest, it's such a pain in the ass, and it's so, in my view, it is so unnecessary to create so much publicity around stuff like that.
Yeah.
But anyway, I suppose the guys are there to leave their comments and so on, and we'll see how this turns out. Just hoping we don't end up on a fist fight here in the chat. But I think Sia is there, so you hold the fort, Sia. But if you can hear me, just keep the peace in that chat room, please. We're depending on you.
It's all good. It's all good. So, guys, we're just waiting. It seems that there is a player with connection issues. If I pull up the scoreboard here, you can see it's 12 on the MRU side now, 11 on red. So we are waiting for that one red player to load back in before the game will start. Yeah, I mean, some interesting things happening, with all sorts of stuff in the league. Obviously, guys, there are some changes that are coming with season 2. Some of them you already know about, regarding the T5 element, the smaller teams, the way it will be structured. But there's also some other exciting changes coming, which I don't think we can. Well, maybe we can start teasing you guys about it. Let's just say that for season 2, there will be a lot more choice.
There'll definitely be a lot more choice
in terms of the ability to both pick maps and actually game modes as well. So we are really looking forward to bringing you guys season 2. Of course, there's another 2 weeks after this week. There's another 2 weeks left before the season 1 will officially close for all divisions. Of course, tonight being the last game for Division 1. And then they will have a bit of a rest period before season 2 will start. Hopefully, registration for season 2 will be open in about 2 weeks. Scully, am I correct?
I think next week, or sometime next week.
So let's not overcommit. Let's say 2 weeks, and then if you do see it next week, it's all the better, right?
Friday. This Friday.
Right,
yeah, and then just a little bit of news here on the Xbox side. I mean, the guys have really responded well. We've got 13 confirmed teams that's going to participate so far. We have APNX, we've got AGC, Anarchy Gaming, we've got Agile Gaming, Bravo, Romeo 6, Classified, I don't know what that is. Of mine is cutting it off there, but we've got Fundamentals, ESG, Hayden, Original Gangsters, Maybra, Primal Rage, the 555 Clan, Weekend Warriors, and the Vallahona, Wat Bluff.
Yeah. So good response there.
So far, yeah. So far, this is the Xbox lineup. We still need to register the players, but we're going to do that. So start sorting that out tomorrow. we were still busy with a little bit of admin and fine tuning and so on the Discord, on the Xbox Discord server. But almost there. Yeah, I'm sure everything will be up and running by the time that the league starts. And yeah, good luck to the guys on that side.
Excellent. I see the guys have spawned in. And again, you know, this initial run up to the flag is quite painful on this map. It's like the polished shorts of Battlefield, is it not?
Yeah, run, Forrest, run.
It would be interesting if we actually had a guy called Forrest. I could first person on him.
Forrest Gump. This will be Desert Dump. Desert Gump.
Desert Gump. Now I see that there was an extremely fast push by the MRU guys, who are busy capping both the Bravo and the Charlie flag at the moment. So quite a fast push from them. The red guys are right there, so the MRU guys are going to have a tough time. Both tanks taking a lot of hits, and the MRU tank has just been taken out. That might be a big advantage for the red guys, because the red tank is still standing, also taking some hits, but it's still there being repaired. The red guys pushing in, and at the back of this there's obviously a couple of red guys. If I just swing the camera over there, there is actually just two red guys there by the Delta flag. We had some MRU guys push around as well, so MRU also trying to contest the Delta flag, so they are really moving fast on this map.
Yes, they are. They've you know, come out. They came out of the spawn point very quickly to take over these two capture points on this side. And I can see that this tank, who's in the tank? It's the red team's tank. It's Lynch. It's being repaired here by Durban Wolf. Durban Wolf doing a good job there, trying to keep that tank alive. But the tank is on fire. I don't know how long it's going to last. These MRU players are quite vigorous when it comes to those rocket guns and throwing the anti-tank mines and so on.
Correct.
So, but he's still alive. He's still alive.
Durban Wolf did a very good job there in repairing the tank. The tank is taking some serious hits now from the MRU guys though. But we've got Gaz here at the back trying to do that repair, but he's just been taken out by Mr. White, and I think the tank's in trouble. Yes, the tank gets taken out.
I see Ashad, yes, from MRU taking a position on the roof. He's the only guy on the Delta flag. I think he's waiting for his teammates to spawn. I don't think that the red guys are aware of the fact that he's hiding on the roof. There we have it now. Psycho Ripper just spawned on them. Good tactic there to do a flank maneuver. But you see now he's shooting at them, so he's giving away their position. So now you're going to see all those red ants coming back. So these guys need to make quick work of this Delta flag if they want to have more than 2 flags at a time.
Absolutely. So I see that the MRU guys are recapping the Charlie flag. I'm running here with Jash, but Red, who are actually playing in red this time, has the Bravo flag, and I see that the Delta flag is slowly being recapped by Red there as well, and they can now actually push into the Charlie flag from either side, right? Either from Bravo or Delta. So the MRUs guys might have their hands full in a little bit. There is some MRU. Sorry, carry on, Scully.
No, no. I see that Ashad is also still alive here on the Delta flag. He's taking position here in between the dunes for the guys to spawn on. There was a little bit of a fight going on there by Delta, but just not enough to keep the red guys away from the flag. I think Ashad and his team, you know, they're definitely going to need a little bit more players to try and cut through this Delta flag.
Yeah, absolutely. So I see that MRU has managed to get rid of some of the red numbers on the Bravo flag, but Red relentless. They're pushing back. They are not losing this Bravo flag. They are fighting hard.
Yeah, but Delta as well. I can see that Pringles has also taken up one of the roof positions here, playing as a sniper and acting as a spawn beacon. Let me just check here. Psycho Ripper currently on Delta, trying to take it. I shot just off to the left of him. There's only 2 of the red guys coming in to see what's happening and who's taking these flags. But they haven't given their positions away yet.
And I see Psycho Ripper has actually just taken out Pringles from that roof with a rocket gun. So Psycho Ripper, yeah, at the Delta point, busy capping that for MRU. Red obviously holding at the moment the Charlie flag, and a lot of their players pushing there towards the Bravo area, trying to thin out the numbers of MRU that's on Bravo at the moment, that will be pushing into the Charlie flag.
Yeah, I see Psycho Ripper is locked and loaded here within this building close to the Delta flag. But he just got taken out there by, who's this? Smith, something. Let me just check. Smiggle. Schmiggle. Yeah, so there's it's only a shot left here on this building again. Trying to get his guys on this side, but I see that the MRU team managed to get Bravo. They're taking Charlie, and they're busy with the flank maneuver here on Delta. I doubt if it's going to be successful because there's like two or three of the red guys still in this area, and only oh yeah, they just got taken out there by Soap on Potato. What, Jesus.
And Ginger Ninja doing some really good work there on Charlie, but that get taken out. So Fluffy Panda still here on Charlie. They are taking this back. Obviously the MRU guys still holding the Bravo point, but Red putting up a very, very good fight here on this map. They actually leading from a points perspective, so 133 tickets for Red, 105 tickets for MRU. So yeah, clearly there's
doing a very good job here on this map. Yeah. But I think that tank of Lynch is definitely doing its job well, you know, to try and keep to break through the defenses there of the MRU team. And with the support of Durban Wolf and Swiggle here on the side preparing the tank, they're doing a good job.
Yeah. So the MRU guys rushing in here to the Charlie point. They've managed to take out a couple of guys, but this tank of Lynch is just wreaking havoc at the moment. And with the 2 repair guys, it's got to be a very difficult job for the MRU guys to actually take it out.
Yeah, he's playing well. He's taking cover behind the, you know, every now and then taking cover behind the sand dune on this side.
Using the smoke as well?
Smoke. Yeah, you're making use of the smoke, and that helps the guys for a little bit of cover while they're repairing the tank.
Oof, but that tank is burning. It's got to be repaired very quickly because there's some rocket guns on him. He is taking out a couple of the MRU guys. There's only one guy left, and he's been taken out. There we go. And Red is pushing back into Charlie.
Nice. That's one thing that I noticed about MRU, or the gameplay of MRU, Yaku, even in public service, is that, you know, anti-tank squads in that platoon is plentiful. You know, the guys like to play as a team to get rid of those tank monsters very quickly, you know, to weaken the defenses of the opponent. Yeah. Especially with the rocket guns. I mean, those guys are very skillful with the rocket guns. They can launch it from you know, variable distances. I mean, like they've taken out the sniper now.
Absolutely.
But yeah, they're very good teams to take out tanks. Rob, watch out.
And we've got Red then on 185 tickets, MRU on 140 IM with Lynch in his tank, who's protecting this Charlie point quite well, but he's contesting against another tank from MRU. And I want to actually see this out of the MRU tank's perspective as well. So let me just see if I can get there before anybody dies. Oh, but there's some smoke here which might cause a problem. And it's Mr. White in his tank.
Yeah, on this side, obviously, behind Lynch, I can see Durban Wolf and Desire, you know, repairing the tank. Both of those guys, both of those support guys, giving assistance to the tank to keep it alive.
And I actually,
which is crucial because, you know, trying to hold possession of the Charlie flag is not an easy task if you don't have a tank.
Correct. And I'm actually just trying to have a look here who's helping Mr. White with his repairs, and that looks like DJ.
Oh, Lynch lost his tank.
Hofma. Yeah, Mr. White doing a good job there attacking Lynch's tank, and now he might actually push straight through to the Delta flag by the looks of it.
Yeah, I think Red is a little bit in trouble now because I see that there's some of the MRU guys that pushed onto Delta and they're busy capping Charlie. So Red needs to make a quick decision here to see if they can recoup themselves on that one. They are leading a little bit in the points, but I mean that point difference can go down so quickly if one of these teams just manage to grab all 3 of these flags.
Correct. So I'm here at the Delta flag, and there's a lot of Red guys protecting this Delta flag. They know the tank was coming in this direction and they are not pleased, so they just took out the tank. Mr. White just lost his tank there on the Delta flag, trying to push towards that, and now the Red guys will push back into Charlie, which to be honest is not very well defended by MRU at the moment. There's only about 2 guys there, and there's probably about 6 Red guys that are pushing into Charlie. But knowing MRU, they will move quickly and have their support there.
Yeah, I see the majority of the MRU guys are trying to defend the Bravo flag, but in the process they're losing Charlie. Red is pushing back from the Delta flag onto Charlie. So I think we're going to see a huge fight happening now. There's no vehicles on the map anymore. Both of these tanks are taken out, so it's one-on-one combat. Check all the bullets flying between the B side and the D side into Charlie.
Correct. Again, I'm running here with Psycho Ripper. Guys, if you are watching the stream, again, thank you very much for joining us. This is the last or the closeout game for Season 1 for Division 1. The last game of the season for this division. If there's somebody specific that you would like us to spectate, please call it out for us on the stream and I'll do my best to find them. If you are already subscribed to the channel, thank you very much. If you're not, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell to get some notifications, and also leave us a like and a comment. It does help to promote and build out the channel and bring you guys more of what you like to watch.
Yeah, definitely it brings a lot more exposure to clan wars. And it'll help us in the future, moving on to Season 3 with a new battlefield and all of that. So if you guys can help us out there with a like and a subscribe, we'd appreciate that. Alright, so looking at Charlie, Yaku, I see that MRU has managed to conquer Charlie. They're taking it over. There's only one guy, Ginger Ninja, left here on the left-hand side of the little building there, but he got taken out there. So the whole Charlie flag is swarming with the blue guys. I can't see any other red. Where are they? Oh, they're here by Delta.
Yeah, they will spawn back from Delta side, but they have to run through that very big open space towards Charlie, right? Which is not always easy. I mean, it's quite difficult, especially if you have a lot of defenders on the Charlie flag.
Correct. Yeah, although you have these little buildings for cover, they, we know the evil which is called the breeze.
Yes, yes. If
the breeze has quite frequently.
The breeze has killed many a man.
Yeah, the breeze is one of those unseen evils that'll catch you out off guard. Yeah, I see MRU still defending the Charlie flag, doing some good work there, but a red team with Lynch in his tank is pushing on to Charlie. Obviously the repair guys are keeping the tank alive, but I don't see the tank for MRU. It hasn't spawned in yet. Oh, there we go.
I've just seen a bullet flying there from the back.
Yeah, that's Mr. White. He's on his way here from the Alpha flag, on his way to Charlie to see if he can balance the situation on that side a little bit. But I see that some of the red guys have infiltrated B as well. Some of the MRU guys are basically running all over the show trying to plug this ship.
And if things go the way they go now, we will go to a third map. If Red can hang on to this lead that they've opened up, and they can manage to keep the score as it is, then we will go to number 3.
Well, I can tell you that it's definitely not a walk in the park, the game that we're seeing now.
No.
Red is defending vigorously to try and win this map to go to the next round. And by the looks of it, it seems that they might manage that, but obviously, it's still a bit early to call it.
Correct. And Soap doing some good work here with his rocket gun on that tank of Mr. White on the far side on the dunes. He probably put about maybe three or four rockets onto that tank, so definitely scaring off the tank a little bit to have to take some cover behind the dunes and take some time to get prepared.
Yeah, we got a tank off here. Between the two tanks, Mr. Lynch decided to attack and storm the tank of MRU right on the desert side there. The MRU tank, Mr. White, is on fire. I don't know if they were able to repair him there. Just got taken out.
He got taken out. Good work.
What good play, mate. That was just a red storming bull there.
Good work there. I see that in the meantime, though, it looks like the Delta flag is being contested. It's very slow. So I think there might be some MRU players trying to take it, but with some red players defending it at the same time. We'll just keep an eye on that one. It is the only flag being contested at the moment, so let's go there.
Yeah, so it's 3 blue versus 3 red on this side, trying to take control of Delta. I see that there's 2 of the red guys left, but Mr. Lynch is pushing back here with his tank. I don't know if he's going to see and if he's going to push back here on Delta. But you can see that the guys have realized that the ticket count is very close, and you can see that they are attacking and defending vigorously.
Oh, and Josh from MRU has just realized that the tank is on its way, and he's decided not to be so out in the open, taking a little bit of cover.
I must say, when it comes to the vehicles, I think the red team, gets my points for repairing and keeping the tank alive, Yaku. The MRU guys obviously did a good job taking it out, but I think if you look at the time period that the 2 tanks have been on the field, I think that the red team with their repairman Durban Wolf has done a good job to keep their tank alive the longest so far.
Correct, and also the fact that they have, they at most points in the game, especially when the tank is under heavy attack, they have more than one repair guy, which, they've got, I saw Gash or Gasha, every time if Durban Wolf is not around, then Gasha is around. Actually, at the moment, both of them are around, and they are both repairing that tank. So obviously the 2 repair guys on the tank helps even more.
Absolutely, but they definitely need more than one repair guy, because I can tell you, the anti-tank squad, like I spoke about earlier from MRU's side, is those guys are vicious. They kill us.
Yeah.
They go out and it's their objective to take out that piece of junk there.
And they're good at it. I mean, I've watched a couple of the MRU matches, and they definitely, these guys have a killer anti-tank squad.
Exactly. I mean, if you look at the way that the distances that they use their rocket guns on. I mean, some of those guys are better with a rocket gun than some of the guys I've seen on the battlefield with a sniping rifle. Yeah. Well, so, Repan X from LGD, you better watch out, bro. There's a few rocket guns out there that might have your name on it.
I can tell you that definitely there's. I mean, I'm not a sniper. I've never been, and I will probably never claim to be. So there's quite a few guys that I'm sure are better with the rocket gun than I am actually with a sniper rifle. It's just something I can't do. But I have Mr. White here in his tank. He's back in his tank here on Charlie. That's being contested at the moment. So 435 tickets at the moment for red, 364 for MRU. A vicious fight going on at the moment. The tanks really contesting with each other, which will of course make it an extremely interesting map if we should go to Argon Forest, because of course there's no vehicles there.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you look at what's happening with the flags now, is that MRU just managed to almost take the Delta flag, and that would have given them the domination, and the ticket count would have, the distance between the 2 ticket counts would have been reduced quite dramatically.
Correct.
But Red doing a good job there, pushing the MRU guys back a bit. But 2 flags for MRU at this point in time means more tickets for them, and there's only about 50 tickets to go. So let's see how this turns out.
So I'm here with Snuggleeth, who is trying to, it looks like he's trying to flank around a little bit for the red team. They are definitely going to be pushing into either Bravo or Charlie. Taken out there, unfortunately, by Psycho Ripper. So let me just go back to that view. There's only 50 tickets in it, so this game actually being extremely close between MRU and Red. Red at the moment with that call it 50 ticket lead at the moment on 463, MRU on 412, and if Red can manage to just keep at least one flag, I think they might be able to pull it off.
Yeah, this is a very close one here. You can see that these guys, MRU is pushing hard to get the Delta flag to try and get that domination, to reduce the ticket difference between the two teams. But then on the flip side, Red is also defending like hell.
Absolutely.
I see Mr. White is moving in from the Charlie side. We might see this Delta flag going down now with the assistance of the tank. But like I said, the Red guys are on the ball, doing a good job of defending this flag of theirs. And there's only 20 tickets to go for the Red team to make this a 1-1, eh? 1-1, yeah.
Correct.
So if the Red team manage to take this one, we'll be fortunate enough to move over to a third map, which will be the deciding factor for these two teams to see in which position they will ultimately end up in within Division 1.
Correct. And as I said in the beginning of this game, to be completely fair, is that I sort of called it, that this might go to 3 maps, the two teams very evenly matched, really map dependent in terms of who chose what, but there we go. Very, very well done to Red in
Red
on that map. Great stuff, guys. I mean, that was really exciting to watch, especially the gameplay between the two tanks, between Mr. White and Lynch there.
Lynch, yeah, two great tankers there, and obviously great support from their teammates as well, Yaku, to keep the tanks alive. I think the strategy that the guys used there to use, Lynch had there with two of his teammates on the repair side was a good tactic. Obviously, you need the majority of your players pushing through the defenses in order to get to the flags quickly. But just making a small little adjustment by adding another support player to keep your tank alive could make a world of difference. And I think that's exactly what we saw here tonight.
Absolutely. So guys, if you look at the game break screen there, it does say halftime, but of course we are going to the third and tie-breaking round, which is Argon Forest. At the moment, the score being 1-1, 1-2 Red, 1-2 MRU. We saw MRU, having a very good game on the night map in the first game, taking that map. But then, of course, Red coming back onto Suez now on the second map with an extremely hard push, very good tanking work from Lynch, making sure that there's some flags that were kept continuously there, and Red taking the second round. The first game slightly bigger ticket difference than the second one, but in the last game now we had about a 40 ticket difference at the end. But now, of course, going to the deciding map, which is Argon. Your favorite map, Scully?
Argon Forest, also known as Shotgun Forest.
Yes.
In other circles, but obviously some of the shotguns are not allowed on this map. But there are some shotguns which are allowed. And to be honest, I haven't seen some of the guys using that. I don't know if I'm saying something that I shouldn't say here, but check out the rules. I'm just saying. Especially Shotgun Forest. Why don't you run with a shotgun? Use it.
Guys, so looking at this map then very quickly, we talk about this map quite often because it is a bit of a favorite, and of course it is this week's play-off or play-out map. Again, the most contested point is probably the C point over here. Delta being contested a little bit sometimes, depending on where the guys are running from. Bravo is actually also a very, very contested point most of the time, just because of the short distance between Bravo and Charlie. And this is also the reason why Delta is less contested, because it's generally a longer way to run from Charlie than what Bravo is, right? The flags obviously not being
Correct.
contested is the A and the E flag, and I think I'm looking forward to quite a bit of action around the C and the Charlie and the Bravo flag tonight. I mean, those are the ones that we normally see the big fights on.
Yeah, in general, what I've noticed on these maps that we spectate is that the team who spawns on the alpha side usually get to the Charlie flag, first. But as we've seen in past games, we've had a few games, I think it was ONIB, that pushed onto the flags, got the flags very quickly, and then you will have the opponent coming in and just taking it back from them. Obviously doing a hard push on those flags to try and take it back.
Absolutely.
But definitely, in my opinion, I think there's definitely an advantage coming from the alpha side. So when you do the coin toss, the toss coin, when you toss it, you're coining the toss there. When you do a coin flip, Jaco,
Yes.
It'll be better if you
Scully, that we lost you there for a second.
Okay, where did you leave me?
I lost you.
Am I lost in the forest?
I lost you at the coin toss.
At the coin. Well, that was when I was running between A and B now. So I'm trying to just tell you that the shortest route will obviously be from the alpha side, which is a bit more of an advantage. Before I got lost in this shotgun forest of mine.
Yeah. So guys, just for the guys watching on the stream, if you have joined us, thank you very much again for joining. I did see a comment there that there's a couple of people watching, so thank you for that. Of course, as you know, with our streams, they are not momentary streams. They are on the channel over there, and the links, of course, are shared everywhere, so you can go and watch them at any given point in time that you want. They remain there.
Yeah.
The match, of course, tonight is a position match, basically to see where the guys will end up. At the end of the Clan Wars Season 1, Division 1 scoring. At the moment, we have MRU placing on 5th, as well as Red just below them on 6th. And this will be the deciding map to see where they will place after this. So I had confirmation from the guys that they would have spawned in on 3 minutes 30. I think something went wrong with the team swapping, and it now looks like they will be spawning on 6 minutes. So there's about 45 seconds to go before they will spawn, and they have confirmed that there is a 2-ticket plus, which the two captains have agreed on was because of the spawn time confusion. So they have agreed that they will let that one slide. Of course, if I pull up the screen here, it does look like everybody's in the server ready to spawn, and
6 minutes.
They will go on 6 minutes.
Yeah, correct. Looking at the chat here a little bit. Obviously I see that we've got this discussion around the shotguns. Yeah, it's not only it's obviously all DLC weapons that have been banned, but there are some of the shotguns that has not been included in DLCs, which you are allowed to use, because there's no ban on in the rules that says you aren't allowed to use any shotguns. But nevertheless, let's get back to the game here. I see that they've spawned Jakub.
I am here running with Soap, heading towards, or heading actually past the alpha point, obviously not capping that, but heading towards the next capture point. Scully, something that I just wanted to mention while we're talking about the rules and talking about shotgun and banned weapons and that sort of thing. I think we have to mention to the guys that in Season 2, guys, please don't think you know the rules. Please go, once Season 2 gets up and running, there will be a new set of rules where the majority of it will remain the same. But things like which weapons are banned, which maps are included, that sort of thing, please go and check that for Season 2. There will be some surprises.
Yeah, definitely. We are going to make a little bit, it's not major changes, but there will be some changes to the rules. And it's all, it's all of this little stuff that we picked up during the course of this league that we will implement there. There's going to be a few new features added and a few ones taken away. But all in all, it's all to keep the game fair. But just having a look at the game now, Yaku, I see that the Bravo flag is going down. Charlie is in the hands of the blue team at the moment, which is red, and red is in red, eh?
Yeah. No, MRU is in red.
MRU, oh, yeah. Red is in blue, blue is red.
MRU in red and red in blue.
And yellow is the new black.
Yes. So I'm running here with Diddy, who's just sort of coming up on the Charlie flag. He's just been taken out by Smigel. He has a medic close to him, but I'm not sure if that medic's going to be able... No, I left it for the medic to revive, but unfortunately the medic was taken out. Mr. White taken out as well.
Doing a good job here of taking back control of the Bravo flag, eliminating all of the red guys here on Bravo, and I don't see any flanking happening. Let me just see on this side. Okay, on the train tracks I see that we've got Soap moving in here with Trigger Happy taking position in front of that gate. It's quite difficult to get through those doors sometimes, Yaku, with especially when the guys lock it.
Absolutely.
And you don't have the necessary tools.
Absolutely.
I found myself many a time being equipped as a medic, standing in front of a door, and you can't do anything with it.
Yes, of course. I mean, if you do have a couple of clever, assault guys with you, I mean, they've got all the tools in the world to open those doors. So if they do it, it's a great help.
Yeah. Look at this. If we look at Delta and Charlie, he's currently in the hands of MRU. And the guys here from Red defending the Bravo flag, but I can see some of the MRU guys coming in from both sides of this flag, on the left hand side of the bunker for the doors that we just spoke of, and most of the Red guys just on the opposite side of that building. So let's see what happens if MRU will be able to push through and maybe flank their way around. I see they're flanking in here on the Alpha side, so they're going to come through the bottom, down the stairs, and then up again. And look at that. All the Red guys are moving over to Charlie. Well, the majority of them anyway. But they just left the Trigger Happy here all by his lones himself. And I don't think that he's going to survive this one. Yeah, he just got taken out there with, by, I think it was Private Coin or something that took him out.
So I'm running here with Durban Wolf, and they're actually doing a very interesting thing here. Is that a couple of the Red guys have broken off to attack that Charlie flag, and a couple of the Red guys have actually started flanking around towards the Delta area. So we might see two attacks here on both Delta and Charlie by the Red guys, while MRU are focusing on the Bravo flag. I'm just going to head back over here to Charlie because there is going to be some contest on the bridge here between Red and MRU.
Yeah, I see MRU managed to take out all the guys here from Red on the Bravo flag. We've got Alpha Dude and Splinter Cell just defending it, taking some defensive positions here. But I've got Soap and Trigger Happy together with Ginger Ninja. It's actually more than half of the Red team here attacking the Bravo flag, and there's obviously only two guys here from MRU. Splinter Cell and King Ghost or something that's left. Kenya Ghost, I don't know, some of these names. Anyway, so the Red team managed to take out all the guys on that side. They're taking Bravo. We've got Alpha Dude coming back on the left hand side of the building through the doors to try and take it back. But I think the numbers of the Red team is a bit overwhelming for them to take me back.
Absolutely. I'm running here with Pringles, and doing a good job from the Red side over here, taking back that Bravo flag. They will now push on the Charlie flag, but I think there are some defenders, some MRU defenders on that, not only on the bridge but also next to the bridge here by the trains, so making it difficult for the Red guys to push back into Charlie. But Red has actually pushed in, and they are busy capping back that Charlie flag. But now you see, Scully, the only problem here is that because of that Bravo flag being so close to the spawn point, if you've taken Bravo and you're running away, the guys who are spawning on the Bravo side get that Bravo flag back quite quickly.
They do. And what I've noticed now from the MRU side, which was actually very clever, is they were just hiding here by the. It was about 4 or 5 of them, just hiding here on the left-hand side of these broken trains that that's been derailed. And without, sometimes you get a bit trigger happy and you just want to start shooting people when you see them. But they actually let the red team, the red team, just past them without giving their position away. And by doing that, they were able to flank them without the red team actually noticing.
Correct. But Red doing a good job here clearing out the MRU guys on the Bravo flag. They have indeed taken that back, but both Charlie and Delta being held by the MRU team, and MRU have also managed to open up a little bit of a lead there of about 60 odd tickets. So Red will have to really fight here to keep more than one flag at a time to start closing that gap. I see there is a bit of a contest happening on Delta. Are you perhaps over there, Scully?
Yeah, let me move there quickly. Let me just fly past the stuff here. Yes, I'm here. Okay. So, the red on Delta at the moment, we've got about 4 of the MRU guys and only Ginger Ninja from the red team here left to try and take Delta, but MRU is taking Delta back. And by the looks of it, there's no one hiding in the bushes. So Delta is quite safe for the MRU team at this point in time.
Excellent. So Delta being then taken back by MRU, Bravo being held by Red, Charlie being held by MRU. There's literally no one on the bridge at the moment. I think everybody has killed everybody and they're running back in from their spawn points.
Yeah, so we're going to have this clash, the clash of these two clans here on the Charlie flag again. See some of the guys are coming in on the left-hand side at the bottom of the bridge, moving their way up that little hill. That sneaky little hill on that side, and two of the red guys just got taken out there. Fluffy Panda and Trigger Happy still maintaining their positions on top of the bridge, which is of course where you have to be in order to.
Oof, but Black Knight doing a good job there, clearing out some of the red guys on the opposite side of the bridge.
Bro, you were a bit quiet there. I just thought I'd lost the connection again.
I was trying to concentrate on reading the name.
Maybe it was just cough or just smile and wave or just give us a little hint that you're still there, because I was starting to panic now again. And it's not April Fool yet.
No.
Months away. Look at this, the red team pushing in hard from the right-hand side here onto Charlie. 2 or 3 of the guys here moving on top of the bridge. And I see Black Knight doing a flank maneuver, trying to keep the sides clean together with Psycho Ripper. See Psycho Ripper here moving on to the back side actually of Bravo, where we have a lot of these red guys that spawned on that side. So I don't know if he's going to make it. Let's see, there's a lot of flames there. Now he just got taken out there by Fluffy Panda. Good job.
And I'm running with Ashad here, who just came off the Charlie bridge, obviously pushing towards Bravo. And as we said in the beginning of the game, the 2 areas at the moment being fought over is the Bravo and the Charlie flag. A lot of action over here with Charlie. I'm going to run with Mr. White for a second, who's running into Bravo at the moment. And there's a heavy contest going on to Bravo here. And the red guy's being taken out, and at the moment it's MRU busy capping the Bravo flag. But they would all...
Yeah, this is got to be tight. Look at this. Here we can see the Bravo flag coming down, and I can only see 2 of the red team, 3 of the red team trying to. They're going to come through that building now. Oh, who's that? It's Mr. Lynch, Schmigel, Durban Wolf, trying to push through to get to Bravo. Charlie is also in the halfway in the hands of MRU, but I see that there are some of the red guys on top of the bridge taking it back. Private Point sitting on the side there, moving in quickly, making good work there with taking two of the red guys out on the bridge.
Yep. And we've got a couple of the red guys here at Bravo, so fighting back hard on this Bravo point. They have just kept the Bravo point back, so obviously, you know, they will start pushing through to Charlie now. So again, you know,
MRU doing.
Oof, but there's a lot of MRU guys coming over the bridge.
Yeah, the red ants moving in, taking positions behind the rocks here, and yeah, this is going to be a tough one. Let me just go to the backside here and see. Yeah, I actually see a flank here, but there is a bit of a defense here. Black Knight and Donen Fokker. What? Donen front? Hey, man.
That guy.
That guy. You know the guy with the name?
Yeah.
Him. Yeah, he's there. Behind that rock. He's defending. Yeah, so looking at just an overview, I see that the majority of the red guys are still on the track side, and the red team is slowly but surely getting themselves over to the Charlie flag, but at the bottom, which is obviously a bit more difficult to take Charlie if you come from this side of the map, in my opinion, because you have to run uphill.
Absolutely.
And the guys who are at the top has got a little bit of an advantage shooting down at you.
So the ticket count at the moment, 325 for MRU, 221 for Red. So MRU leading with around 100 tickets here on Argon Forest. Of course, this is the tiebreaker map. The score at the moment, 1 to Red, 1 to MRU. MRU taking that first map, prize the suit of the night map, and Red taking Suez. But on the decider here at the moment, MRU have the lead, and if they can hold it, they will hopefully maintain their position and actually move DPS down on the leaderboard.
Yeah, I think that 1 point difference there is, you know, it makes a difference at the end of the day.
Yeah.
You know, that one extra map that you pick up during the course of the season will definitely determine where you end up at the end of the league. Like we're going to see maybe tonight.
Correct.
Still don't want to call it. Still a bit early, but I can see that you know, the MRU team is doing a good job in keeping the majority of the flags at this point in time, and Red, you know, doing its best to try and take the flags from them.
Correct. Obviously, I mean, these teams are very, very closely matched. I mean, it doesn't take a rocket scientist. I mean, we've gone to a third map, which says that it wasn't a walkover for anyone. But I think there's a lot of strength in the Red vehicle sort of setup. You know, with Lynch being so Lynch being you know, very good in his tank there with some of his repair guys. Whereas
if we have it now. Sorry, Yaku. Yeah, we've got the domination now there from MRU. They managed to take all three of those flags, and it seems like Red is a bit distant from the flags at the moment. So they definitely, the tickets are going to run for this next 10 or 15 seconds. It's going to go down and increase the ticket difference between these two teams.
Correct, but Red pushing in hard here again on the Bravo flag. You know, these guys are relentless about their home flag. We saw it in the first and the second map, is that they don't like their home flag being taken. Running here with Ginger Ninja again. He's going around the outside. So it looks like he's gonna try and do a bit of a flank. Oh, but he got taken out there by Walid from a distance with that support gun.
We have taken objective butter.
That was an interesting move there.
Yeah, I see the MRU guys are still not giving up on this Bravo flag. They're pushing in through the bunker. There's a few of the Red guys still on the left-hand side here. Private Coin coming in for a flank maneuver. See if they can just clean out the house from the backside here, doing a good job. Here we have MRU, you know, taking back Bravo again. But the Red team is already on the Charlie flag. Ginger Ninja on top of the bridge. He actually came here very quickly. Does he know about some sort of tunnel that we don't know?
I don't know.
We see two of the
you got there very quickly.
2 or 3 of the red guys here who managed to flank. They're pushing in on on Delta, and but Black Knight and Private Coin is here to see if they can, defend this flag. Yeah, 2 against 1 is a bit difficult, eh? Pringle's doing a good job there in taking out some of the guys here, but the only guy left at this point in time on Delta is the Private Coin. And there's a lockdown again. Look at that.
Yeah. And
this is the second.
And the tickets. Lockdown. I mean, if you watch the tickets, they are just running out at the moment, just opening up that gap because of the lockdown.
It's like opening a tap. The water just runs.
So
I think the tickets.
460 for MRU and 276 for Red there.
Yeah, that's the one thing. If you have a lockdown, the ticket count goes down very quickly, and even if it's a matter of 30 seconds, half a minute can make a big difference at the end of the day. And I see that there's like 25 tickets left to go with for MRU and the red team only on 280 tickets.
Yeah, no, I don't think there will be enough time left. Yeah,
but it's a good thing to see that the red team hasn't given up yet. They're still pushing hard here on the Bravo side, even though we can see the tickets are, we know they're not going to make it, but they haven't given up yet. It's just I don't think that's in their nature just to give up and rage quit at this point in time. I think we'll see all of them play right to the end.
Absolutely, and I mean we've seen the red guys play, throughout the season so far, and consistently they have been, always. It's like you said, it's not. I don't think it's in their nature, but at the end there, MRU just opening up their tickets far enough. About a 200 ticket difference in the end. Congratulations to MRU, who has taken that map and effectively has also taken the game.
Yeah, congratulations there to MRU, and well played there by the red team. Losing the first map against MRU, but then doing a good pushback on the second map again. And a good effort on the third map in Shotgun Forest.
Absolutely. I mean, as we said, I mean, and guys can see this the score screen over there. As we always say, any game that goes to a third map, you can definitely know that it wasn't an easy game or a walkover. These two teams very well matched. As you said, Scully, I mean, in the first map, MRU pushing hard. Second map, Red did phenomenal tanking work, phenomenal repair work, also good infantry work on the outsides of the map, taking that second map. Yeah, on Shotgun Forest, I think MRU were just a little bit quicker than Red onto the flags and kept those flags for a little bit longer, up until the point where they were able to get that lockdown, and then of course the tickets just ran.
Yeah, absolutely phenomenal play by both teams. And so looking, if we look at the league standing at the moment, then for MRU, they will be moving into position 4. DPS will move down to 5. Red in 6 and OSB in 7.
Correct. So guys, also if you look at the screen there, the full-time score, Red 1, MRU 2, both teams extremely well played, very close game, very good matchup. In the end though, MRU managed to, on Argonne Forest, get that 3 flag cap, and that just opened up the lead a little bit too far, and I don't think Red had enough time. So well done to MRU, very well played. Guys, at this point, we have come to the end of Division 1 Season 1, and as I said earlier, I can't believe that it's been 7 weeks. It's actually been 7 amazing weeks. We've had great fun in Division 1. Thank you to all the Division 1 teams that are participating. We really appreciate everything that you guys are putting in, also in terms of the admin and getting your scores in and getting your fixtures done. And over the last couple of weeks, we've also noticed that the guys are becoming very professional when it comes to, starting the server on time, playing according to the rules. It's been really a great thing to watch. And for Division 1, guys, we know you're going into a rest period. We hope to see you all back in Season 2. Thank you very much for your effort from that perspective as well. Scully? Scully, are you still there? There we go. Sorry, guys. I think we might have lost Scully there for a second. I'm sure that from his perspective, he noted to me before the game that he was looking forward as well to, thanking all the Division 1 teams and, that sort of thing. So from our side, guys, it's been really, really fun. Of course, Division 2, 3 and 4 still have about 2 weeks left after this week to play. So we're looking forward to those final games, and we will most certainly be bringing you the closeout games for that as well. From that perspective, that is all that we had for tonight. We hope you guys enjoyed the game. We hope that all the Division 1 players enjoyed it. We look forward to bringing you those Division 2, 3 and 4 final games. And of course, as Scully mentioned, and I hear that Scully is back. Scully, you back?
I'm back, yeah, yes. Hey, the struggle is real in Africa, my friend, I'm telling you.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to say thanks to the guys who participated in the first division. I think you guys were all matched up, pretty evenly. And, all in all, so far, I think that we've had a very successful league, except for one team or clan, obviously, that decided to pull out of the league. And I think so we've got like a 98% attendance rate on this one, which is actually very good for a first attempt. So everybody who pitched in and, played on their schedules that they played and, committed to get the games done, we want to thank all of you. And big congratulations there to AOV, who took the first place in Division 1. And of course, for tonight's game, MRU, well done, guys. I think you played well. And the red team, also spectacular gameplay from your side. But so that's the end for Division 1 in Season 1. I think the guys are going to start recuperating already and start, getting their strategies ready for Season 2. So as you mentioned earlier, Yaku, it's going to be about a week or two. Then we're going to open up the registrations for Season 2, and then closer to the time we'll give you a little bit more information about that.
Absolutely.
But obviously next week and the week after that, we will still be streaming some games from Division 2 and 3, and then
and 4,
obviously closer. And 4, and for that, let's forget 4. Yeah, I must say those guys are also playing phenomenally well.
Absolutely.
Some of those domination games that we've watched it's action-packed, it's fast.
Yeah.
And guys show tremendous skill there. But all in all, thanks everybody for participating in Clan Wars and making it the success that it is. We are all looking forward to Division 2 with the Xbox guys that's going to join us, and hopefully some PC guys, but we're still in negotiations on that side, so we'll see what happens there. But in no way are we rushed. We would like to do it properly, and we would like to show that we can, as South Africans, produce a top quality league for the guys on all these platforms within the Battlefield franchise. Yeah. So if it doesn't happen that we can't manage to get the PC guys in, it's just because we focused a lot in getting obviously the PlayStation on where we are, and now moving over to assist the Xbox guys in order to get everything perfect and running smoothly, because ultimately the less glitches and problems you have along the way, the more successful your league will be, which is our objective at the end of the day.
Absolutely. Guys, then just maybe one last point from my side. Sorry, Scully, is that final words from you?
That's me, and I just wanted to say thanks to the guys who watched the stream, and obviously the guys who's going to watch it afterwards. Please remember to like and subscribe. It does give a little bit more exposure to the Battlefield Clan Wars franchise. And yeah, Sia Masia, who kept the peace there for us in the chat room. Thanks, buddy. We'll keep you in mind next time we have a position open.
For a bouncer.
For a bouncer. When we need a bouncer, we'll call you.
Right. Guys, from my
side. That's all for me. Thanks, everyone.
Lekker, man. And then, guys, from my side, maybe just one last point. Obviously, once registration does open for Season 2, I know that I've had a couple of clans that have sent me messages to confirm that they will be joining in Season 2. There is, of course, a registration process. So, for the guys who have sent those messages, please bear in mind that you still have to go through the registration messages. But thank you for letting me know in advance so that we can also do some planning around how many new teams will be joining us. Very excited to have you guys on board as well. Those teams that haven't registered, the guys who have gone through the registration process in the past will know exactly what to do, I'm hoping. And so hopefully Season 2 registration will also go smooth, and I'm really, really looking forward to that. But guys, from our side, for tonight, MRU, Red, both great teams, both played exceptionally well. At the end of the game, going to MRU again. Congratulations to AOV on the 21 points, unbeaten record or unbeaten whatsoever in Division 1, Season 1 for Clan Wars. Congratulations to you guys. We will talk a little bit about the awards when we do the weekend catch-up show, which will be on Saturday morning at 9 o'clock if you guys would like to join us. But I think from my side, that is what I had for tonight. Scully, thank you very much for your participation and helping me out again. It's always fun broadcasting with you. I'm Jaco Sauer for Battle Bros. See you on the battlefield.